Things couldn't be better between lovebirds Dominic and Moira. Too bad the same can't be said for their daughters. Free spirit Morgan just wants to have fun with her renegade friends. But Siobhan can't stand that attitude. Siobhan is determined to build a network of popular friends who can help her career aspirations. Will Siobhan move out on her own before the tension in the house explodes?
Sure. Here's a friendly and engaging Meet the Family introduction you can use for a story, character bio, or even a creative project. Meet the Fyres family, a blended household full of love, personality, and just the right amount of chaos. Dominic, father of Siobhan, stepfather of Morgan. Ethnicity African American, traits self-assured, neat, music lover. Dominic brings rhythm and structure to the Fyres family, a hardworking, that artsy soul with a knack for order and confidence to spare. He's the glue trying to keep the household together when he's not jamming out in his studio. Moira Fry of Morgan, stepmother of Siobhan. Ethnicity Irish, traits loves the outdoors, good, outgoing. Moira is nature's biggest fan and the heart of the home. Her optimistic spirit and love for the outdoors bring a sense of warmth, balance, and open-mindedness, though even she has trouble navigating the storm brewing between the girls. Dominic's daughter, ethnicity, African American. Traits, ambitious, self-assured, insider. Siobhan is smart, driven, and destined for greatness. She's building her empire one friendship at a time, but her no-nonsense attitude clashes hard with her carefree stepsister. Siobhan is ready to take the world by storm, but first, she might need her own apartment. Moira's daughter, ethnicity, Irish. Traits, good, outgoing, optimistic. Morgan lives in the moment and loves being part of her wild renegade crew. She's all about joy, freedom, and friendship, whether Siobhan approves or not. Rules, she'll follow them when they make sense. Until then, it's good vibes only. Excellent choice. Blood Bonds and Boundaries sets the perfect tone for a season filled with emotional depth, family drama, and personal growth. It hints at the complexities of blended families, the pull of loyalty, the strength of chosen relationships, and the need for independence. Would you like a short tagline to go with the title? Something like, absolutely. Here's a rich and cohesive family backstory for the Fyres under your chosen season title, Blood, Bonds, and Boundaries. Fyres family backstory, Blood, Bonds, and Boundaries. Once upon different lives, Dominic Fyres and Moira Gallagher were on separate paths. Dominic, a disciplined music teacher with a soulful presence and a teenage daughter, Siobhan, and Moira, a vibrant botanist and single mom to free-spirited Morgan. They met at a city arts festival. She was leading a youth ecology mural project. He was performing with his jazz quartet. Sparks flew, quiet, unexpected, and honest. Within a year, they were married. Blending their families, however, wasn't quite as harmonious. Dominic's daughter, Siobhan, is ambitious and focused, already mapping out her future in politics or business. She thrives on structure and influence, and she's not impressed with Morgan's carefree friends or her impulsive lifestyle. In Siobhan's eyes, Morgan represents everything that could derail her plans. Morgan, Moira's daughter, doesn't understand why life has to be so serious. She's popular in her own way, leading a local street dance group called the Renegades, passionate about music and unapologetically herself. Morgan sees Siobhan as uptight, maybe even a little cold. Meanwhile, Dominic tries to bridge the emotional gaps, but his structured approach often clashes with Morgan's spontaneity. Moira, ever the peacekeeper, wants everyone to just get along. But even her warmth and optimism can't smooth over the simmering tension between the girls. As both girls navigate their late teens, independence calls louder than ever. Boundaries are tested, loyalties are questioned, and the definition of family is stretched to its limits. But through it all, they remain the Fyres, imperfect, blended, and still trying. Would you like this? Here's a breakdown of the Fyres family dynamics, with each sim assigned a unique family relationship dynamic that fits their personality and situation, and a romantic dynamic for the couple. Dominic Fyres. Family dynamic. Supportive. Dominic tries to be the steady hand in the family, always showing up and offering guidance, even when it's not wanted. He supports both girls, though he sometimes struggles to connect with Morgan on an emotional level. Romantic dynamic with Moira. Wholesome Dominic and Moira share a warm, respectful love grounded in mutual admiration. Their relationship is the calm eye of the household storm, reliable, understanding, and deeply affectionate. Moira Fyres, family dynamic. Permissive Moira is the gentle spirit of the home, often choosing to avoid confrontation with Morgan. She encourages freedom and individuality, sometimes to the point of overlooking conflict until it bubbles over. Family dynamic. Distant, Siobhan feels like an outsider in the new family unit. Her ambitious nature creates a wedge between her and Morgan, and she's hesitant to emotionally rely on anyone but her father, Dominic. Family dynamic. Joker's Morgan uses humor and lightheartedness to deal with conflict, and sometimes deflect from it. She often plays the fun one in the house, which can grate on Siobhan, but endears her to Moira and her renegade crew. Here's a detailed breakdown of the family relationship dynamics within the Fyres household, including their interpersonal dynamics and the romantic bond between Dominic and Moira. Family relationship dynamics. Dominic Fyres. With Moira, wife, supportive. He encourages her love of nature and social personality. With Siobhan, daughter, strict. He sets high expectations and is often stern with her ambitions. With Morgan, stepdaughter, distant. He tries, but their personalities and lifestyles don't connect easily. Moira Fyres. With Dominic, supportive. She's encouraging and optimistic, balancing his more intense traits. With Siobhan, difficult. Their visions clash. Moira's free-spirited nature frustrates Siobhan. With Morgan, close. They share an upbeat, outdoorsy lifestyle and bond easily. With Dominic, respectfully strict. She values his drive but feels pressure to succeed. With Moira, stepmother, difficult. She sees Moira as too relaxed and not career-focused enough. With Morgan, stepsister, difficult. She disapproves of Morgan's free-spirited, rule-bending behavior. Morgan Fyres, with Dominic, distant. She feels he doesn't understand her lifestyle or values. With Moira, mother, close. They have a fun, free-flowing relationship. With Siobhan, jokers, with tension. They bicker often but occasionally share sarcastic humor. Romantic dynamic. Dominic and Moira, wholesome. They truly care for one another, balancing structure with joy, with mutual respect and love. Absolutely. Here are short, vivid character intros for each member of the Fyres family, perfect for a show intro, cast bios, or character sheets. Each one captures their essence and dynamic in the household. Dominic Fyres, the steady beat of the family. With a jazz soul and a sharp eye for order, Dominic is the house's backbone. A self-assured music teacher who believes in discipline, loyalty, and a strong work ethic, he's trying to keep the peace in a home where personalities clash louder than cymbals. Whether he's tidying the kitchen or giving a pep talk to Siobhan, Dominic keeps the rhythm, even when the rest of the house is off-key. The heart that hugs too much. Equal parts earthy charm and social sparkle, Moira brings sunshine to every room she walks into. A nature-loving optimist and proud mother of Morgan, she believes love and positivity can fix anything, even the growing tension between her daughter and stepdaughter. But sometimes, Moira's gentle approach leaves problems lingering in the shadows. The future CEO in a full house. Siobhan has ambition in her veins and a 5-year plan taped to her mirror. She knows exactly who she wants to be, and Morgan is definitely not part of that picture. Focused, independent, and polished, she navigates high school like a boardroom, building networks and collecting influence. But behind the confidence lies a girl longing for her place in this unpredictable family. Morgan Fyres. The wild card with a playlist for everything. Morgan is a firecracker with glitter in her soul. She dances to her own beat, literally, leading the local renegade crew with flair, freedom, and zero apologies. She clashes hard with Siobhan's structure, but doesn't understand why everyone can't just chill out and have fun. Underneath her playful charm, Morgan is more grounded than people think, and she's ready to prove it. Let's break down the romantic boundaries for each Fyres family member, considering their personalities and relationship dynamics. Dominic Fyres. Non-physical romance. Yes. Dominic is a protective and supportive partner. While he trusts Moira, he's still territorial when it comes to emotional intimacy, especially because he's been through the ups and downs of relationships before and doesn't want to lose what he has. Physical romance. Yes. Dominic takes romance seriously and would feel uncomfortable if Moira were affectionate with someone else in public or private. His past experience has made him cautious about showing affection to others when it's not appropriate. Dominic values loyalty deeply and would definitely feel betrayed if Moira were involved with someone else intimately. He's a one-partner kind of guy, and emotional and physical connections are sacred to him. Changing jealousy triggers. No, Dominic's jealousy is rooted in deep personal values and won't be easily adjusted through casual conversation. It's something that would take a significant amount of trust building to alleviate. Moira Fyres, non-physical romance. Moira is much more permissive and trusting in relationships. She understands the importance of emotional connections with others and doesn't feel threatened by harmless flirtations or emotional bonds. She believes love can be expansive. Physical romance. No. Moira sees physical affection as an expression of love, but doesn't get jealous if Dominic shows affection to others. She is secure in their bond and believes that one person can have multiple deep connections without it weakening her relationship with Dominic. Yes. Though permissive, Moira is still human. She would feel betrayed if Dominic were intimate with someone else. While she believes in freedom and trust, physical infidelity crosses a line for her. Changing jealousies. Yes. Moira is more emotionally adaptable and open to discussing feelings. If she feels jealous or insecure, she'd be willing to have an honest conversation to understand why and adjust her boundaries.
Ooh.
Non-physical romance. Yes. Siobhan's drive and ambition extend to her relationships. She has high expectations of loyalty and would feel threatened by emotional connections between her partner and anyone else. She values exclusivity. Yes, physical affection is important to Siobhan. If her partner is seen holding hands or showing physical interest in another person, she would feel possessive and irritated as she sees such gestures as personal signals of commitment. Woohoo jealousy. Yes, Siobhan would be deeply hurt and jealous if her partner were to engage in woohoo with someone else. For her, physical intimacy is a mark of serious exclusivity, and any betrayal would be taken as a personal blow. Changing jealousy triggers. No. Siobhan is not someone who is easily flexible in her feelings about loyalty and relationships. Her jealousy is rooted in her need for control and structure, and adjusting that through conversation would be a challenge. Morgan Fyres. Physical romance. No. Morgan is a free spirit who doesn't get hung up on emotional connections outside of her immediate circle. She values independence in relationships and doesn't see emotional intimacy with others as a threat. Physical romance. As long as her partner is loyal to her in the larger sense, Morgan doesn't mind if they show physical affection to others. She's not possessive and trusts her relationships to exist freely without stifling love. Yes.
Ooh.
Despite her nonchalant exterior, Morgan is sensitive when it comes to physical infidelity. If her partner were to be intimate with someone else, it would deeply hurt her, as it represents a broken sense of trust in her eyes. Yes, Morgan is very open to communication. She would likely be willing to talk through her jealousy and try to understand the situation. Her emotional flexibility makes it easier for her to adjust boundaries after discussing feelings.
Ah.
Ooh.